Hello everyone, this is Adesh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Only Mathematics. Today we are going to learn about complex numbers. So let's begin. So the number of the form a plus ib are called as complex numbers, and we denote complex numbers by z. So we can call this as z is equal to a plus ib, where a and b are real numbers. So we can write a and b belongs to real numbers, and I is called as imaginary numbers. So I is nothing but imaginary number. Okay, and in this the value of I is nothing but root of minus 1. So if I is root of minus 1, then can we say I square is equal to root of minus 1 square, and root of minus 1 square is nothing but minus 1 itself. So we can say I square is equal to minus 1. Hence we can say this is a complex number. Okay. Now in this, a is called as real part of complex number and b is called as imaginary part of complex number because it is along with I. So we can say a is real part and we denote it by real part of z. That is real part of complex number, and b is nothing but imaginary part, or we can call it as imaginary part of z, that is complex numbers. So based on this we can write examples of complex numbers. Like examples are 3 plus 4i. Similarly we can write 5 minus 3i and so on. Okay. So two complex numbers are said to be equal if and only if their real part is equal to real part and imaginary part is equal to imaginary part. That is, if we have two complex numbers such as z1 is equal to a plus ib and z2 is equal to c plus id. Now z1 will be equal to z2, that is a plus ib will be equal to c plus id if and only if a is equal to c and b is equal to d. That is real part of z1 is equal to real part of z2. Similarly, imaginary part of z1 is equal to imaginary part of z2. Then and only then we can say that given two complex numbers are equal to each other. We can also see one example. That is, if they have given z1 is equal to 3 plus 4i. Similarly, z2 is equal to 3 plus 4i. We can see that this and this are equal, this and this are equal. Hence we can directly write z1 is equal to z2, which is nothing but equality of two complex numbers. So based on this, let's see one example. So they have given if 7a plus I times 3a minus b is equal to 21 minus 3i, then find a and b. So according to given condition, we can see that this complex number is equal to another complex number. Hence in solution we can write by equality of two complex numbers. So by equality of two complex numbers, real part is equal to real part, that is 7a is equal to 21 and imaginary part is equal to imaginary part. So in this what will take 3a minus b is equal to minus 3 in this. Okay, so we have to just solve this now. So a will be 21 by 7, that is a will be 3, and if we'll substitute this value in this, what we'll get? 3 into 3 minus b is equal to minus 3, that is 9 minus b will be minus 3. Now this minus b becomes plus b on this side and this minus 3 becomes plus 3 on this side. So we'll get 9 plus 3 is equal to b, that is b is equal to 12. So by equality of two complex numbers, we have found value of A and B. So a conjugate of a complex number is defined as follows. So if you have complex number like A plus IB, so the conjugate of this complex number will be A minus IB. So what we are doing is we are converting plus to minus. That is, if Z is our this complex number A plus IB, then conjugate of this will be denoted by Z bar. So Z bar is nothing but conjugate of a given complex number. So that will be equal to A minus IB for this case. So let's see one example. So if they have given Z is equal to 3 plus 4i and they have asked to find conjugate of this complex number. So what will do? So conjugate is nothing but Z bar. So Z bar will be 3 minus 4i. Similarly, you can see one more example, like if they have given Z is equal to minus 3 minus 5i and they have asked conjugate of this. So Z bar will be, this minus 3 will be as it is because it is complete real part. Only this minus will become plus. So minus 3 plus 5i. So this is nothing but conjugate of a given complex number.